Hello everyone, I am Manthan Rathore back with another video on our topic India and China relationship. In this video, we are going to study about modern Chinese history as it is very important to know history of any country. So, the modern Chinese history is said to begin from the First Opium War. First Opium War was fought between United Kingdom and Qing dynasty of China. It started in 1839 and ended in 1842. Why was the war fought? It's a big question. From 1700s, Britishers traded opium which was grown in India in exchange of silver from Chinese traders. From a long time, Britishers were growing opium and selling it to Chinese traders. Opium was illegal in China but was a traditional medicine. Opium was illegal in England but was a traditional medicine in China. So, as it was a traditional medicine in China, Britishers got a good market for selling their drugs. But with the passage of time, Chinese got addicted to the drugs. An emperor came to know about the condition of China and banned the opium in 1839. Banning the opium in 1839 was a big reason for the First Opium War. The war broke out on 4 September 1839. Britain attacked China and Britain won with no efforts. This was so because of the modern technology of Britain. They were using the powerful guns where Chinese were using sword and shield. So 69 British soldiers died but 1,80,000 Chinese soldiers died. It's a big ratio because 69 and 1,80,000 are far different from each other. So China lost to Britain very badly. Then, after the war, the Treaty of Nanking. The war ended with the Treaty of Nanking on 29 August 1839 on HMS Cornwallis in Nanking. HMS Cornwallis was a ship which was present in the seas of Nanking. British representative was Sir Henry Pottinger, where Chinese representatives were Queen Yilibu and New Jian, between whom the treaty was signed. This treaty was later called the Unequal Treaty. This was called Unequal Treaty because of several reasons which we are going to study now. The result. As the result of Treaty of Nanking, Chinese gave the money for the opium which was destroyed. As I said, Chinese have invested a lot of money in growing of opium. But when China banned the opium, there was a lot of destroyment of opium. So China had to repay to the Britishers. Second, Chinese also gave the city of Hong Kong in 1841, remained under British until 1997. China also had to give Hong Kong to the Britishers. Third, 21 million ounce of silver as compensation. Ounce is similar to a kilogram. So 21 million ounce of silver as compensation. China had emptied a lot part of treasury and given it to the Britishers. Fourth, China gave Britishers permission to convert Chinese into Christian. So Britishers were entering China and converting their own people into Christian. It was a very bad thing for China because in their own country, their own people were converting into another religion. And fifth, China also had to open 5 treaty ports for trade, and this trade was tax free. So, because of this all reason, this treaty was known as the Unequal Treaty. Now, the Second Opium War. Second Opium War was fought between UK and Qing dynasty of China, which was later joined by France. About Second Opium War. The war followed on from First Opium War. This war was fought due to increasing British imperialism. The first main reason is that in the China, Britishers were converting Chinese people into Christian. There was a quarrel between Chinese and British troops in Canton which led to the war. This is the main reason why the war started. There was a slight quarrel between Chinese and British troops which led into violence and then which led into war. The war went on from 8 October 1856 to 24 October 1860. It means the war continued for approximately 4 years. The French and British army won, which led to Treaty of Tenstein and Convention of Peking. It was clear that French and British army was going to win. And after the war, there was Treaty of Tenstein and Convention of Peking. Then after some year of silence, there was Sino-Japan War or China-Japanese War. It was a war fought between 1894 to 1895. This war was fought for military influence over Korea. Both countries were interested in Korea, and for military influence, this war was fought. Japan won the war, and China came to know the importance of technology. This thinking was also a reason of rebellions in China. This was a humiliation for China, as Japan was considered less than China. Then also Japan defeated China. So here we should understand that China is a group of small islands and China is a very big country. But then also Japan easily won from the China due to its technology. Japan was using gun, and China was still using swords and shields. By this, China came to know the importance of technology, and this was also reason for rebellions in China. As China was not interested in technology, the people of China were not happy and satisfied with the king, and later it broke out into rebellions. So the first rebellion, the Boxer Rebellion. This rebellion was in North China. So it took place in North China. It took place on date 2nd November 1899 to 7 September 1901. This was named so because people participated in this rebellion knew martial art. So here we should understand that martial arts were called boxing by the Western people, and the people who participated in this new martial art, it means boxing. So the name was given the Boxer Rebellion. This rebellion was cause of spread of Western and the Japanese influence in China, which was not accepted by the people of China. People of China were not accepting any other controlling them. Though it was an unsuccessful rebellion, Chinese felt a spark of nationalism in their heart. By this rebellion, China started loving their own country, and they wanted a separate country from Britishers. So by this series of wars and rebellion, China experienced major changes. Now, we will meet in the next video. I hope you are loving my videos. Thank you for supporting me.